everyone, welcome to the Raw Key Pets channel. My name is Lauren Whiteman, and I'm starting this video series today just to have an opportunity to talk about how we heal our pets by returning them to the natural diet. And I thought I would kick things off on this video series by talking a little bit about me and about what the video series is going to be about. So I was thinking that I would just have these informal chat videos to talk about different things that we discuss in our Facebook group. We have a support group for healing dogs and cats from serious health conditions and just keeping our pets in pristine health. And every day there's different questions that come up in the group, and there's some questions that are asked frequently and other questions that are just interesting to talk about. So I'm starting this series just so that we can chat about these things and just get the information out to other platforms and other avenues so that people can learn how to heal their pets. So let me start a little bit about myself. So I have spent the last 10 years rescuing dogs and then eventually cats as well. I started by rescuing senior miniature schnauzers, and when I started my first foray into fostering dogs from the shelter, I started to see this huge problem. Every single senior dog that I was fostering had very serious health conditions: cancer, heart murmurs, diabetes, you name it, they had it. And it became very clear to me very quickly that there is a major health crisis in our pets. And as I started to look at this, I started to see that the practices that we have in place for our animals, the way that we feed, the way that we do health care for them, has led to a nearly cutting their lifespan in half. So in the 1970s, the average golden retriever lived to 17. Today it's 10. That's nearly half of their life has been cut short because of the current modern health practices that we have in place. Feeding kibble and commercial foods, utilizing veterinary medicine to treat disease. And to me, that's just a travesty. And so I set off to investigate why this is happening and how we can fix it. And we've successfully created a program to take dogs with cancer, with seizures, with heart murmurs, hernias, any disease label that you can come up with, and put the conditions of health back into place and bring these animals back to health. So I started with Elizabeth, and I'll just grab a picture here to show you. So this is little Queen Elizabeth right here, and this is another picture of her right here. And so she was 15 years old when I got her at the Las Vegas animal shelter, and she had mammary tumors and a pyometra. And we took her home, and they basically said, you're going to be a hospice foster, that they're just looking for somebody that's willing to let them live out their final days, and that she probably won't live very long. And just that wasn't something that I was willing to accept. I was like, okay, well, we'll take her in, and we're going to keep her until her final days, but we're going to do the best that we can to improve her health, to make her lifestyle more comfortable, to make her feel good and be healthy. And so we set off on this journey, and we healed her from the mammary tumors, we healed the pyometra. She had a bunch of other health conditions. She was 19.7 pounds when I picked her up at the shelter. By the time we got her down to a healthy weight, she was 9 pounds. So this is just one example of what we can do when we actually put the conditions of health into place. Is that just disease just disappears when we actually put the conditions of health into place. So some of my other dogs here, this is that's Happy right there. She had a grapefruit-sized tumor on her spleen that healed completely. DJ here, he was basically bleeding to death. He had a clotting disorder, and within 30 days we were able to get that cleared up and get him back to perfect health. He also had a heart condition. We were able to get that cleared up. This one over here, this is Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean had seizures, dementia, he was blind, and he was deaf. And all of that healed on the natural diet. So, it just, every animal that came to my house that we put these conditions of health into place for them, and they just kept getting better, every single one of them. It didn't matter what disease label the medical industry had given them. It didn't matter whether they said that they were, had days to live or months to live. We just put the conditions of health into place, and they got healthy. And so it's been 137 dogs now and counting. And we just keep seeing the same positive results. And so we started a Facebook group to teach people. We have a website, therawkey.com, and we're just trying to help reach as many people as possible, give them this information so that they can bring health back to our companion animals and make a difference, like one person at a time. So I hope that if you find that information valuable, that you'll hit subscribe and you'll follow along and just be here for the journey to learn and to help us change the world, to change the current paradigm, because right now our animals are suffering, and that is just heartbreaking. And nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see a dog with cancer. Nobody wants to see a dog having seizures. And the only way we're going to change that is by changing the underlying foundation of knowledge that the average dog and cat owner has. So that's kind of the point of this video series. And I hope you guys will tune in for some future videos where I'm going to talk about all sorts of topics between how to get your dogs onto the natural diet, transitioning, what to expect during healing, the various healing processes that we've seen, why medicine doesn't heal but changing the diet does, where medicine goes wrong in terms of their understanding of what symptoms mean, and how the self-cleaning, self-healing body works. So hopefully we can kind of rewrite the paradigm in people's minds about what disease actually means, why disease is created in the body, what its purpose is, what its functions are, and how we work with the body instead of working against the body to bring our animals back to health. So I think that's enough for today. Hopefully you guys are interested in learning this information, and so tune in. I'm going to try to do one of these every single day, just talking about different things that we cover in the dog group, different problems that people run into, troubleshooting issues, just how to transition to the diet, how to get yourself started, how to deal with stubborn dogs that maybe don't want to eat the natural foods that you're offering them right away, how to get them off of the addicted chemicals that are in some of the commercial foods, and just answering any questions that you guys have along the way. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you hit subscribe, and if you want to learn more about the natural dog and cat diet, I'll have some links down in the description for you if you guys want to come join our Facebook group. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, I offer consultations on my website. We have a free feeding guide over on the website, so come on over to the website, get all of our freebies, come to the support group, get our freebies, and start learning. And these videos will be here for you to help you along the way as well.